Sunrise Donuts is the focus of our research. They are a new donut shop in the town of Montevallo, Alabama. They opened within the last year. They offer several varieties of delicious donuts as well as savory items such as ham and cheese croissants. They also serve a choice of beverages such as coffee, soda, juices, and other items. When we talk about their maps, the market that I established is Sunrise Donuts themselves, the town of Montevallo, Chamber of Commerce, and also their vendors. For the audience, I chose the University of Montevallo. We use a lot of donuts as a reward or a treat for different things, and we would have both a financial interest in them being there as well as just a regular issue interest because we enjoy donuts. For our financial reasons, that would be another draw for us to have something in town for the kids to go and enjoy while they're on campus. And again, who doesn't enjoy a donut? Publix, that would be their patrons, all the schools, us included, and also just visitors that might be going through town, riding on a trip somewhere, taking the roads and say, oh, they have a donut shop here. Let's stop and get something for our trip that we can enjoy along the way. For stakeholders and stake seeker interest, I identified the donut shop as the stakeholder. They offer delicious fresh donuts daily. And the stake seekers I identified as the patrons wanting to enjoy or share the yummy goodness of the donuts. Radical problems that I identified. I identified a missed opportunity on Facebook. C's Cake and Donuts, which is adjacent to the donut shop, they extended a hand of friendship over social media to the Sunrise Donuts when they opened their shop. Now, Sunrise hasn't done this back, or that's been the only post that has been made about such a collaboration and let's welcome in this other shop that we can work together with. There are 4 different shops where you can buy sweets in town. That would be the Sunrise Donuts, the C's Cakes and Coffee, the Strand Coffee House, and also the La Conchita Bakery. Now, they all offer kind of different things. The only ones that offer the same sort of things would be the C's Cakes and Coffee and the La Conchita Bakery. They both offer cakes, but there's a different variety. And what they could do is just come together, because our town does have a tradition of coming together and supporting one another. We love the small business and supporting small businesses, and that the small businesses give back to the community. This is where they could come together as a force and just be friendly towards one another, both privately and in public, so that they can see that we all are supporting one another, not just supporting the businesses, but also supporting the families that run the businesses. The other rhetorical problem is that there is a conflict on how you spell the business. On Facebook, it has been branded Sunrise Donuts with DONUTS on their Facebook page, but their signage in the store, all but one, is spelled DOUGHNUTS. So they need to get some consistency there so that they're branding the same way and there wouldn't be confusion. Their narrative planning strategies. This is something that I'm still kind of struggling on right now. I definitely think when they're speaking about the store, they should be speaking in a first person situation, in a first person narrative. That way they are talking about how they enjoy the customer coming in, how they enjoy doing this for the community, how they're offering this or that. The conflict in my mind comes in where on that same Facebook or Instagram page, which they don't have yet, they should be able to allow customers to also comment. So in that way, it's going to be a third person putting comments about the store. And as we read in our thing, if somebody had a negative comment, which is going to happen from time to time, then that gives them an opportunity to publicly deal with it and come off with a respectable, to come off as respectable in how they handle it. They could be very diplomatic, they could be very friendly, and that would show the others that they are a store that they do want to deal with and they do want to support. The plan to keep their message points being comprehensive across all the platforms would be to have the same person posting in the different platforms. You shouldn't have the person up front posting for Facebook and the person in the back posting for Instagram. You do need variety in your posts, and they do not need to all be the same thing. But that would help it come from the same point of view and keeping the same voice. Now, they may want to sit down and talk about what they want to say beforehand so they have a united front on what they want to present. Or if they wanted to hire someone, they could sit down and talk to each other and then to that person instead of just letting them have a free hand in it. Another thing that I think, and I'm kind of backtracking just a little bit here, is that they did show that they are interested in being helpful and supportive of other businesses and organizations. They had a thing, it was on their page where they were helping with a PBS workshop. They were providing donuts for it. I think that they could continue to do this throughout the community. I think similar to Pizza Hut's reading program, they could probably go into the elementary schools and work with the librarians or the teachers themselves and coming up with a program where when the children read so many books that they would be able to come in and get a free donut. I thought about doing AB honor roll or things like that, and yes, it is good to push to strive for excellence, and that might be something that is close to their heart. It's something you'd have to sit down and discuss with them, but you may be missing a good portion of the market by not getting the kids that have C's or struggle with D's or an occasional F. Just because they may not be doing the best on their schoolwork does not mean that they would not enjoy coming in and with their family and getting a donut. But all the kids would be reading books. So you would have to set realistic goals. And you don't want one that's going to break the bank either. But a donut here and there should do a lot for them, because when the child comes in to get the donut, their free donut, the family may get a box of donuts to take home and share with the rest of the family. Also, I saw where the Strands Coffee House is on the Flex Points program with the university. That would be a great way to reach out to the university kids who come under the Flex program. I know there's a lot of things that they have to go through to make themselves approved for it. So that would be a process, but that would also gain more of the market there, because it would give more choice to the kids as to how they could use their Flex Points. Also, as I stated, they do not have an Instagram page, and that is currently something that a lot of the kids are using. So they may want to go ahead and open an Instagram page and cross post. Also, other popular platforms would be Twitter, TikTok, if they wanted to do some kind of little video for that. Even Snapchat, although I haven't seen a lot of businesses on Snapchat. So it would probably be TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. So how could they evaluate what they are doing and whether it works or not? They could have a thing where when you come in the store to order, you could let them know whether you saw them on Facebook, Instagram, or another platform. Or you could let them know if it's word of mouth, they've heard from you. They might could implement a free donut for every so many donuts. And that would be a way that they could also get in more customers with some kind of punch card or anything. But that would come up with a cost of the cards that they would be doing. And also, it takes time, because we used to do that at the movie gallery that I worked at. And it does take time when you have a line of customers to sit there and punch and put these things in. So that's something to consider. But probably the best bang for their buck right now would definitely be using the social media, and also supporting in-town endeavors like the art walks, the things at schools, maybe even handing out donuts down at the movies at the park, at the Cove thing. There's many, many different things that Montevallo has going on. I really don't know how much money they would have to spend on a budget for anything like this. That's why I suggest the free option, especially since they're a new business and the prices going up on everything. I can't imagine they're not going up on their cost in store. But I've been a customer there a lot, and so have my fellow housekeepers. So we know that the prices have not gone up in the stores at all. So they're not passing it on to us. So probably just keeping a journal, collecting information by people when they're talking to customers coming in. She's very friendly, the front lady. Her name is Randy, and she will talk to you about all kinds of things. So she could use that as a time to glean information out of her customers, as well as building bonds with them and making them feel loyal to her. That's why I chose the donut shop, is because I enjoy talking to Miss Randy. She's so sweet, and their shop is so cute, and it has so many yummy things in it. Um, I will consider going and talking to them about the ideas that I came up with and see if she's interested in them when I stop in there on the mornings, just as a casual thing. I don't have a lot of um, I don't have a lot of oh, I can't think of the word right now. I'm not feeling very secure yet in my going forth in this. I will once I get some more studying done, and I would love to help them when I get that done, but I wouldn't want to take it on just yet until I know more about what I am doing so that I could do a good job for them. I want to be secure in the knowledge that, yes, I can do this, and I know I can do this, and I want to help them. There's several little businesses that I would love to help, and this would be one of them. Thank you.